Today I am going to do a video on CB point setting of Enfield Bullet CA. These are the two bolts to loose to dismantle the outer plate where all the mechanism related to contact breaker point is situated. This is the connection wire from the ignition coil. We should unscrew the nut to dismantle the wire. The cam situating at the center can be removed by the Allen key nut. It can be removed like any usual nut. And the cam should be pulled out using a threaded bolt. Here I use a brake rod to pull it out using the thread in it. Just tap the brake rod to dismantle the cam system. This is the outer plate. It consists of the contact breaker mechanism that can be driven by the cam situated in the center. The contact breaker is connected to the ignition coil supply through the spring. The coming charge is grounded at the contact breaker point. This is the circuit, and the circuit is closed at the contact point. That means earthing at the contact point. Before doing this, I have a disclaimer. Those who had not know about the technical know-how, please don't do to attempt this by seeing this video. This is the exact mechanism to break the contact to make ignition coil charge and discharge. The connection from the battery through the ignition coil going to ground at this point. Thus complete the circuit. When the contact breaker breaks the circuit, the magnetic field inside the ignition coil collapses and high voltage is induced in the secondary coil. Hence, spark occurs in the spark plug. This is the mechanism. This cam is using it to break the contact. The eccentricity of the cam can be seen. When it rotates and reaches the contact breaker lifter, it lifts the breaker and breaks the contact. We can easily see the eccentricity in this video. It just surpasses the lifter at the point of piston, reaches the end of the compression stroke. So we adjust the governor mechanism first in such a way that it should lift the CB at the end of the compression stroke. So utmost care is needed to fix the cam governor at the center of the cam driver shaft. This mechanism is also lubricated, as this system works with the principle of centrifugal force. When the cam is rotating fast, the centrifugal force throws the weights out. The either side of the weights out will go out, and it twists the cam clockwise, and it make the contact break early in a few degrees. It should be lubricated properly before installing the governor. Ignition advancement mechanism is inevitable in internal combustion engines because the flame also need a traveling time. So in high piston speeds, due to advancement, the flame can travel at the speed of the piston itself. So the efficiency will not suffer. This is a mechanical system, old system. Now in modern cars and bikes, it is replaced by a digital mechanism. These pivots are properly lubricated because this is a mechanical system. The inside the cams should be lubricated for free rotation of the cam. As the plate is above this lubrication can be last for a 50,000 or so kilometers. This is a spring that return the cam mechanism and hence returning the counterweights itself. First we insert this governor. Before it, we kick the kick lever and make the piston in the starting of compression stroke. This is the seat of the advanced mechanism as well as the cam. You may fix this when the piston is at the compression stroke. The cam should be there near the lifter mechanism because we need it for lifting when the piston reaches the TDC. This is a spring that load the lifter and as well as conducting charge to the point. This is the capacitor. Don't confuse it with the ignition coil. The capacitor is meant for reducing the spark between the contact breaker points. This governor mechanism has to be checked before installing the plates. It should be freely rotated. This is properly greased and the mechanism is freely rotating. So we can go for fixing the plates, outside plates. It can be rotated clockwise and anti-clockwise to find the exact point of braking. As the cam is there near to lift the mechanism, so we can go for the next step. we have to remove the spark plug for measuring whether the piston is TDC or not. We have to clean the points before setting. There is some pitting seen because of the spark, the unwanted spark happen here. So we have to clean it with a fine emery paper. First we go to the kick lever side and rotate the engine and place the piston at the beginning of compression stroke. We can see the ampere meter reflect leftwards. That means that the contact points are closed and the battery is charging the ignition coil. Then we put the vehicle to the fourth gear so as to rotate the engine through the wheel bit by bit. Fourth gear is more convenient to rotate slowly. Then go to the spark plug and unscrew it. Then stick a scale at the center of the engine and insert a tool to find the position of the piston. Make sure the tool is long enough to escape falling into the cylinder. It must be a 12 centimeter or more device. Now I replace the scale with a more legible scale. Then I am trying to find the TDC and then find 0.8 mm before TDC. In this case I get the TDC at 2.9 centimeter. So I want to break the contact at 2.82 centimeter. So I am trying to fetch that point by slowly rotating the back wheel. Hence slowly up and down the piston. It is a trial and error method. It consumes some time. At last, I almost find 0.8 mm before TDC. Fix it there and we may go to the breaker point. I already placed the cam near to lift. Then just rotate the outer plates. Just rotate it and find the exact point of braking. It's also a trial and error method. Now you can see the gap at the point. But usually I place a plastic sheet there to know whether the gap is made or not. When the cam lifts the lifter, this paper can be easily pulled out. As we know, there is a gap made. Just adjust the mechanism, outer plate mechanism, and try to pull out the plastic sheet. Now I can pull out it. This is the exact point. This is the first way I do the do to find the exact point of breaking. Anyway, on this process, make sure the piston is on the top dead center or 0.8 mm before TDC. This is a demonstration of how I set the point, my method of setting the point. This is not the theoretical method. So this is only my method of setting the point. We can set it in theoretical method itself. The ideal way of point setting is this. Connect a bulb across the points. One side to earth and the other side to the connected wire. At the moment the gap forms, that is, the cam lifts the point, the bulb is going to glow. When the point is closed, the bulb has not glow. This is the most accurate method to set the point. First we connect the bulb across the point and just make sure piston is on the same position. Now the ampere is deflecting leftwards. The ignition coil is charging because the contact is on. Then tap the outer plates bit by bit. Small amount of tap is only needed and we can easily find the breaking point. At the breaking point, the bulb glows. So we can tighten the screws. Recheck the piston. Is the exact point we needed. Then we can start the vehicle and everything will be okay. We can recheck it in the reverse direction also. Just tap the rear wheel slowly to find whether the light glow before 0.8 mm TDC. Some old mechanics suggest TDC spark. They said it is beneficial than 0.8 mm before TDC spark. So I make this object to find the TDC more easily. In this case, the exact vertical movement has not been measured. Only TDC point is needed. So this is the easiest way to find the TDC. As we only need the top dead center point to set the point. But in our earlier steps, we need the correct vertical movement of the piston so as to find 0.8 mm before TDC. Then I find the TDC point and just set the point there. This is the simplest method of setting the timing of the spark. It consumes only less time. Thanks for watching. This is the first attempt to make this video in English also. If you have any doubts, please tell me in the comment section. I will try to do my best to solve your doubts. Thank you for watching.